Hello students, this is Vinay sir, your mathematics teacher. Once again I welcome you all to the online class organized by Alchemy School. In previous class we all have discussed how we can make a pie chart. So today we are going to take the next exercise, that is exercise 5.2. So let's see the first question from exercise 5.2. The first question is, a survey was made to find the type of music that a certain group of people liked in a city. Adjoining pie chart shows the findings. Findings means result. Shows the findings of the shows. Okay. So students, one survey was made to find how many peoples are there who liked the different kinds of music. Okay. And its result was represented with the help of one pie chart. It means according to when we follow the pie chart, we will find that there are 10% people who liked classical music, there are 30% people who liked folk music, there are 40% people who liked light music, and there are 20% people who liked semi-classical music. Okay, according to these given information, we have to find the answers for some questions. So the first question is given here. If 20 people liked classical music, how many young people were surveyed? Okay, so it is given here 20 people liked classical music, and that is the 10% of the total number of people. So we can assume here, we can take, let total number of people included in survey are X. Okay, so there are 20 people who liked classical music, and this 20% is 10% of total number of people who were included in survey. Okay, so we can write here 10% of X is equal to 20. Now we can write here 10 into X upon 100 is equal to 20. Now 10 and 1 0 is cancelled. X upon 10 is equal to 20. Simply we can write here X is equal to 20, and this 10 will be taken to the other side and it will be multiplied here with 20. So X is equal to 200. It means total number of people included in survey are 200. Okay, so this is the answer for first question. Okay, let's see the next question. The next question is, which type of music liked by maximum number of people? So let's observe the pie chart and we will find that the largest sector represent the number of people who liked light music. Okay, so we can write our answer here. Maximum people liked light music, that is 40% of total number of people. Okay, so this is the answer for second question. Okay, now let's see the answer for third question. The third question is, if a cassette company were to make 1000 CDs, how many for each type would they make? Okay, so simply total number of cassettes are are 1000, okay, and this 1000 will be distributed according to these percentage given in pie chart, okay. So for classical it is 10%, so we can write for classical 10% of 1000, so it will be 10 into 1000 upon 100 is equal to 100. So 100 CD for classical. So second number is folk music. So we can write here number 2 for folk music. We can see that is 30% of total. So 30% of 1000 is equal to 30 into 1000 upon 100. 0, 0, 0, 0. So it will be 300 CDs. 300 CDs will be made for folk music. Next is light music. Okay. So next is 40% for light music. So we can write here for light music 40% of 1000 is equal to 40 into 1000 upon 100, 0, 0, 0, 0, and it will be 400 CDs. It means 400 CDs will be made for light music. And the next is number 4, and that is for semi-classical. So we can write for semi-classical, that is 20%. So 20% of 1000 is equal to 20 into 1000 upon 100, 0, 0, 0, 0, 20 into 10 is equal to 200 CDs. Okay, so the company has to produce 100 CDs for classical, 300 CDs for folk music, 400 CDs for light music, and 200 CDs for semi-classical. When we add these number of CDs, 200, 400, 600, 6 and 3, 900, 900 plus 100 is equal to 1000. So total number of CD produced by the company, and that is 1000. Okay, so this is the answer for the question number. So the next question that we are going to discuss here, that is question number 2. So let's see what is given in question number 2. According to question number 2, a group of 360 people were asked to vote for their favorite season from the 3 seasons: rainy, winter and summer, and the results are represented with this table. 90 people are there who voted for summer, 120 people are there who voted for rainy season, and 150 people are there who voted for winter season. Okay, so on the basis of these given information, we have to find the answers for these given questions. So first question is, which season got the most votes? Okay, so when we observe this information, we will find that for summer there are 90 votes, for rainy season there are 120 votes, and for winter there are 150 votes. So easily we can, when we observe these data, easily we can say that winter season got the maximum vote. So we can write here winter season got the maximum number of votes. That's it. Next question is, find the central angle of each sector. So already we have discussed how we can find the central angle. The given information, each information will be represented in the form of fraction, and the fractions will be multiplied by 360 to convert it into central angle. Okay, so let's see how we can find the central angle for the given information. So for that we have to make a table first. First column will represent name of season, second column for fraction, and third column central angle. Okay, so first season is summer, second is rainy, and third season is winter. Okay, so let's write the fraction of votes that each season got. Okay, for summer there are 90 votes, so we can write here 90 upon means we have to add these values. So 0 0 0, it is 0, 9 and 2 11 and 5 16, 6, 1 carry, 1 and 1 2 and 3, so this is 360. Okay, so we have to write 90 upon 360. So this is the fraction for summer. For the rainy season there are 120 votes, so we can write 120 upon 360, and for winter there are 150 votes, so it will be written as 150 upon 360. Okay, now we will find the central angle. To find the central angle, 90 upon 360 is multiplied by 360. 360 and 360 will be cancelled, and we get here 90 degree. Okay, so central angle for summer season will be 90 degree. The next is 120. So 120 upon 360, it is multiplied by 360 degree. So 360 and 360 will be cancelled, and we get here 120 degree. So this is the central angle for rainy season. For the next is 150 upon 360 multiplied by 360 degree. 360 will be cancelled, and it will be 150 degree. So 150 degree will represent winter season. Okay, so now we will represent these information on pie chart. So let's draw a circle first. Okay, so largest angle is 150 degree. So you have to measure an angle of 150 degree on its center, and it will represent the number of votes for winter season. So we can write here 150 degree, and it is for winter. Okay, the next is 120 degree. So we can make so this is 120 degree. You have to measure these angle and you will make. And this is for rainy season, so we can write here rainy season. And the remaining is 90 degree. So this is 90 degree. This is 90 degree, and it will represent the number of votes for summer. So you can write here summer, and this is 90 degree. Okay, so represent these information. It is necessary to measure these angle while you are making this pie chart. Okay, students, so these are the information that we got here for each question. Okay, let's see the next question. Okay, students, so question number 3 you all can solve by yourself. It is as simple as question number 2. Next question that we are going to take is question number 4. So let's see what is given in question number 4. According to question number 4, adjoining pie chart gives the marks scored by a student in an examination in Hindi, English, mathematics, SS and science. It means this is the pie chart, and this pie chart representing the marks scored by a student in different subjects. Okay, if the total marks obtained by the student is 540, then we have to answer the following question. The first question is, in which subject the student scored 105 marks. So students, as you can see, the central angles are given here. These are the central angle. These all are not the marks scored by the student, but these all are the central angle, and we know that these central angles are found with the help of marks obtained by the students. Okay, now we can find the marks obtained by the student with the help of these central angle. In which subject student scored 105 marks? So to find the central angle, simply we use the formula central angle is equal to marks in one subject, marks in each subject we can write, each subject upon total marks, and it is multiplied by 360. Okay, so now we can write marks in one subject, that is 105, upon 540, that is the total marks obtained by the student, and it is multiplied by 360 degree. Okay, so simply we can cancel this 0 by this 0. 18 2s are 36, 18 3s are 54, 3 3s are 9, and 3 5s are 15. So we have here 35 into 2. When we multiply these two values, we will get here 70 degree. Okay, so this 70 degree angle represent the marks 105. So we have to observe the pie chart and we have to find where this 70 degree is. So this 70 degree is for in this subject. So now we can write our answer in Hindi. The student scored 105 marks. Okay, now let's see the next question. So the next question is question number 2. How many more marks obtained by the student in mathematics than Hindi? So students, for Hindi already we have the marks obtained by the students. So in Hindi, the student scored 105 marks. Okay, so we have to find the marks scored by the student in mathematics. Okay, so let's write marks obtained by the student in maths. Okay, it is 90 degree angle, so we can write here 90. It is out of 360 degree. It will be multiplied by 540. 0 0 will be cancelled. 9 1s are 9. 9 4s are 36. So now we have 1 upon 4 into 540. 4 1s are 4. 4 3s are 12. And 4 5s are 20. So we have 135 marks for mathematics. So now we have to find how many more marks obtained by the students. Okay, so we have to write here the student obtained 135 minus 105 is equal to 30. So we can write the students obtained 30 marks more in mathematics than Hindi. Okay, so let's see the next part of the question. Okay students, so now we are going to see the question number 3. According to question number 3, examine whether the sum of the marks in SS and mathematics is more than that in science and Hindi. And it is mentioned here that observe the central angles only. It means it is not required to find the marks for each subject. We have to observe the central angle to find the answer of this question. Means we have to observe the central angle for SS and maths. So this is SS, this is math. When we add the sum of these, we will find 155 degree. 155 degree will represent the sum of the marks obtained by the students in mathematics and in SS. So 155 degree is equivalent to, or it is proportional to the marks obtained by the students in these two subjects. Okay, and the marks obtained in science and Hindi are 80 and 70. So sum of 80 and 70 will be 150 degree. So students, we can see that the sum of these two marks is 155. Sum of math and SS is 155 and sum of science and Hindi is 150 degree. So easily we can say that this sum is greater. So we can write our answer here. Yes, sum of marks in maths and SS is greater than that in science and Hindi. Science and Hindi. That's it. So students, we have completed the question number here. You can solve this question one more time to understand it clearly. We have taken the question number 1, question number 2, question number 4 here. Question number 3 and question number 5 I am giving to solve by yourself. Try to solve these questions by yourself. When we meet again, then we will discuss some more topics from the same chapter, data entry. Till then, keep practicing, keep learning, stay safe and stay at home. Thank you so much.